Hey crafty friends, my name's Rena Myers and I'm coming today to do a video to introduce myself. This is a design team call video for Natasha's Scrapbook Corner, and she has a number of questions that she'd like for us to answer in our video. So this portion is just going to be me introducing myself, and then I will share my project in a separate video that I will link, I will put together. So my YouTube name is Rena Myers. She says, where are you from? I was born in Honolulu, Hawaii. I've lived in many places throughout the United States. Beautiful Smoky Mountains of West Virginia. I lived in Key West, Florida. I've lived in San Antonio, Texas for most of my life. And I am currently, for the last 12 years, living in Denver, Colorado. Which I feel like is where I've been meant to be all my life. So I love it here. She wants to know about my family. I have 2 biological children and a stepson. My daughter is 24. Her name is Savannah, and she has a daughter named Rihanna, so I have a granddaughter. Then my son is Shane, and my stepson is Blake. They all live at home right now. So it can be difficult at times, but fortunately everyone is very respectful of my crafting time, and that it's not just, for me, it's not just fun. It's kind of a business as well, because I create to sell. I have a lot of regular customers that purchase from me. And, so I create every single day a minimum of 6 hours a day. Usually more like 8 because I get up early. Okay, my profession, I'm actually a pet groomer. I've been doing that for 35 years. I've always owned my own business. I'm on my 5th salon right now, and this will be the last salon I ever own. I'm going to, have it until I just can't groom anymore, and I'm training my daughter to be able to take over for me someday. And so that I can, semi-retire and craft a whole lot more. So I'm thinking 10, 12 years from now. So I have a great staff in place. They take care of things for me. I only spend about 4 hours a day at my grooming salon. So that does enable me a lot of craft time. Hobbies, this is really what I do 90% of the time. My husband and I do like to do some traveling. We have a Harley, so we like to ride. And I also, in the past, have bred and shown American Cocker Spaniels. I don't do that as much anymore, but we do have an occasional litter of puppies. So, what would I like to challenge myself to do craft related? I have been kind of expanding because I'm a very shabby chic pink gal, and the project I'm actually going to share for this design team call is more vintage shabby. But I'd like to eventually be able, I don't think it would ever be my primary, but I'd like to be able to do some steampunk and mixed media. So that's what I'd like to do. Why I'd like to be a guest designer. I'm on a number of design teams already and have been on past design teams. But Natasha has absolutely amazing products. I have purchased from her many, many times. One of the items, one of the larger items in my project is from Natasha's Scrapbook Corner. And I just think she has some of the best stuff out there. So that's why I'd like to be on her design team. So I guess that's it for introducing myself. I guess I'll be back with my my project video, and I hope you will enjoy it. Thanks for watching. Bye. Good morning, crafty YouTube friends. This is my guest design team call project for Natasha's Scrapbook Corner. I'm very excited to share it with you. I recently picked up some papers at the Scrapbook Expo from Heartfelt Creations, and this is what I have done with them. The main product that I used from Natasha's store is this right here, and it's a plastic gate. Closes like, well, I guess it doesn't close because of the birds. It's meant to be open, and it is open on my project. So that is it. I ordered two, so I have another one to work with. Let me pull back and show you that this is my project. And basically, it's an altered box. The box is down here at the bottom, and all this creation is on the lid. I'll show you the inside of the box, but it's very plain. I papered it, but it's very simple on the inside. However, here on the outside, it's very detailed. And I'll start here on the back. You can see the gorgeous paper from Heartfelt Creations, and I used a lot of texture on this product, or this project, and I used one of Sawcrafter's stencils back here. I actually had a lot of other stenciling, but I covered it up like we often do. I used a lot of cheesecloth, and I have layers and layers of Prima and Wild Orchid Craft flowers. I added some berries. Berry sprays I had in my stash all throughout this project, and then I textured them with actually what I use, and I got this from Linda, FaithChick777. I just use spackle from the Home Depot. It's really inexpensive, less than $5 for a huge jar or container of it, and it works beautifully, as you can see. So I used that all over the gate. As you can see, it's very plain white plastic. So I textured it all up. I added a little bit of Martha Stewart pink paint to it, just to give it a little hue of pink. You can see I have more flowers down the side of the gate here. Right here in the middle, I layered a couple of vintage metal pieces I had in my stash. This glass piece is from Craft Fantastic, a new design team that I'm joining, and I used one of the clocks from the paper collection and then put it right there in the center. I love it. I love, love, love it. Then as you come down this side of the arbor, I have a cute little hat that I think I was gifted by Leonie in our swap. I used crinkled seam binding. I added a little flower here. And then as you come down, I have a sentiment from the collection. Time spent with you is wonderful. And then, of course, a large grouping of textured flowers and berry sprays all over to just show the beautiful garden feel that this project is supposed to have. And then as you come over here, I had this little bird bath that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I took the birds off of the gate because they looked very wedding-ish to me. So I took them off and I utilized them in the bird bath. This was a silver bird bath, so I spray painted it, textured it. I used glossy accents for the water, and then all I did was take one of my blue Copic markers and I lightly went over the water to give it that blue color. I have my little Magnolia Tilda. She's so adorable. Beautiful, beautiful paper. And then all around the edge, I added this white ruffle and then this braided, beautiful braided trim Here's some more stenciling from the stencil from Saw Crafters. And around the side you can see more of the beautiful papers from Heartfelt Creations. Just gorgeous. Some more stenciling back here. And then on the back, because I knew the back wasn't going to be shown, I just, you know, used the papers and I did more texture around the edges. So let me go ahead and take the top off just to show you that it does actually come off. This is the inside of the box. I did not texture the inside because I don't know if the person that's getting this is going to, what they're going to put in here. And sometimes the texture has a tendency to flake a little bit, and I just didn't want that for the inside of the box. I also wanted to share with you, let me get this back on. Doesn't want to go on. There we go. Okay, I wanted to share with you that my idea with this project, and you can see the very faint clock and the U on there. So, I mean, it is pretty on the inside, but my idea was to be able to slip a photo inside. And this is just a little photo of my granddaughter, just a quick to pop in there. And it actually, the photo itself kind of lends itself really well to this particular scene. But she's there looking at a bench. There's a big wagon wheel and her little teddy bear is on the bench. So you can kind of see how that would work. And the idea is for whoever gets this to cut their photo to fit into that little section. I didn't do that because I'm going to use this photo for something else. But you can get a good idea of what it's meant to look like. I wish I could at least get it straight so you could see. There we go. All right, so that is my guest design team call project for Natasha's Scrapbook Corner. I hope you enjoyed it, and I certainly hope that that Natasha and her team that's helping her pick the guest designers will like it as well. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a happy scrappy day. Bye.